Hi guys, so before we get started, you know we have to glorify our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, so here's your word of the day. In the days of his earthly life, Jesus offered up both specific petitions and urgent supplications for that which he needed, with fervent crying and tears to the one who was always able to save him from death. And he was heard because of his reverent submission towards God, his sinlessness, and his unfailing determination to do the Father's will. Hebrews chapter 5, verse 7. Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing and installing this wig that I got from Amazon. So if you want to see how we got here and what this is given, definitely stay tuned. And if you do enjoy this video or any of my content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to join the family. And without any further ado, let's get into it. Alright, let's do a little unboxing. This is the package that it came in. As stated before, I did get this from Amazon.com from a seller called IRIAE or IRIAE Hair. I ordered a 24-inch 5x5 glueless wig. It was $71, but after taxes and stuff, it came up to like $76, so very affordable. So after opening, this is all that comes in the package. You get a pack of wig caps and the wig itself. And upon taking the wig out of the bag, oh my gosh, it smelled so good. It smelled like perfume or something. All right, so first impressions, right off the bat, I'm already liking this hair due to how small these knots are. Taking a look on the inside, you do have your 5x5 closure as well as an adjustable elastic band, which is great, but that's all that's in the cap. You don't get like any combs or anything, so if you need the combs for like extra security, you're gonna have to sew those on yourself. But so far so good. She is giving what she needs to give, and she is super soft. Now look at these knots. This is what is really getting me. Like, look how small they are. I can tell they are going to bleach beautifully. And I also did find this aromatherapy packet in the wig, so I guess this is why it smelled so good. But let's go on to trying it on. Running my hands through, I did get some shedding from the wig. Nothing too dramatic, just like a couple strands here and there. Not really complaining about it because granted, all hair sheds in some type of form and the shedding is very minimal, so that's good. But I'm gonna go ahead and put her on and just adjust her to my head and see how she fits. Now that it's on, I'm just kind of playing with it, running my hands through, and as you can see, I'm kind of feeling it. You know, it's giving what it needs to give. Looking at the lace against my skin tone on my head, it's giving. It's very thin, so I know that when I bleach it, it's gonna give scalp. And this is transparent lace, by the way. Here I am checking the length of the hair. I did get 24 inches, and it comes right about to like underneath my boob, so that's great. The only complaint I have is that like the cap doesn't like go all the way around my head. I have like this space right there, but the rest of the cap fits just right. Like, it's not too tight, it's not loose, it just fits just right on my head. So yeah, as I said, I did decide to bleach the knots, which is what you see here. This is optional. You don't have to do this. You can definitely slap some foundation on the lace and call it a day. But for this to be truly glueless and give scalp, I felt like I had to bleach the knots, which is what you see me doing. After that, I shampooed and conditioned the wig and let it dry overnight. Once it was dry, I created a part in the middle, lightly plucked the hairline and pulled out some baby hairs, and this is what she is looking like. If you want to see like a detailed description of like customizing and everything, do let me know in the comments below and I will make a video for you, but I didn't think it was relevant to this video since this is just a first impressions, so I just skipped all of that and left what was most important, which is where we are now. I am using a lace tint mousse to tint the lace so that it can better match my skin tone, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply this all over the lace, and then afterwards I'm going to blow dry this until it is completely dry. And just for reference, I only did one layer of this mousse, but if you are of a darker complexion, you can definitely add more layers until you get the desired tone that you need. Once I'm done, this is what she is giving so far, and she is ready now to be put on. Once I have her on and adjusted, this is what she's giving. Now she looks good, okay? She looks good, but she can look a whole lot better. So I'm gonna grab my hot comb and then I'm gonna press her out just to take away like some of the bulkiness and really flatten out the top so it's not like giving wig, if that makes sense. You really wanna press out the top part so that it lays as flat as possible. At this part, I'm not using any product or wax to help to lay the hair down. I will do that a little later, but here the hair is taking the heat very nicely. I'm not really putting forth any much effort to like press this hair down, and I'm loving it, guys. Like, I'm loving this hair. What I'm doing here is I'm gonna grab my mousse and I'm gonna use this to lay down my baby hairs or adult hairs, if you want to call them that. You can use edge control, hair gel, or like a hairspray to do this, but I choose to use mousse because once it dries, it really holds its shape, and then once you comb it out, it gives more of a softer, more natural appearance to the baby hair. But I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this on a small brush and we are going to swoop these hairs into place. Next, what I'm doing is I grab my wax stick and I'm putting just a little bit on the hairs just to seal everything in and tame any flyaways, and I'm going to press it out again just to give everything a flat and clean look. My next step is to define my part to give it a clean and like natural skin tone look. I'm using concealer and I just squeezed a little bit on the back of my hand. You don't need a whole lot of this, and I'm gonna go ahead and just apply it directly to my part, and then I'm going to use my fingers to soften out that line because I'm not a big fan of like a harsh concealer line on my head. Like I need it to look soft and like skin-like, if that makes sense. So I go ahead and just like gently soften it out by blending it with my finger, and then I repeat this until I'm satisfied with how my part looks. Alright, this is an extra step, but for me it's necessary since I bleached my knots. And as you can see, there are some like over bleached parts in the hair that are orange, and we're gonna go ahead and take care of that since we don't have any hair dye on hand. I'm using just some regular black eyeshadow. I just grabbed just a little bit of that black eyeshadow on the applicator, and I'm going to apply this gently to the hairs that are like a bit orange and kind of blend everything in so that everything is black and seamless. The next thing I did, which is also optional, I added some layers to the wig just to kind of frame my face a bit more. And personally, I do this just to give some depth and dimension to the wig, because personally, I feel like wigs kind of look boring or flat when it's just like all one length. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm mostly focusing this like in the front areas because that's where it's most important. But like I said, it's optional. You don't have to do this. And then I went ahead to brush it out just to get rid of any loose or excess hair that may still be in the wig. Alright, almost reaching the end here. The next step is to bring out this beautiful water wave pattern, and I'm gonna do that with just a little bit of water and some product, which I will show you later. Here I'm grabbing a little bit of water. I'm literally just wetting my hand. You don't need the hair to be like sopping wet. It just needed to be damp, if that makes sense. I'm just grabbing it from the faucet because I do not have a spray bottle with me at the moment. I'm brushing it out, and then I'm gonna grab some curling cream, and I prefer using curling cream for curly hair because it keeps the hair moisturized while defining the curls. And you don't need a whole lot. Like, you don't really need to like saturate your hair in a ton of product. I feel like that just weighs it down for no reason. But I'm gonna put just a little bit on each section, brush it out to evenly distribute it. And the last product I'm going to add to this is some moisture boost serum. This is just going to lock in everything that we've put in so far and also give it a nice healthy shine. I'm using literally just a couple drops. Again, you don't need a whole bunch of this stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and brush this through, and to further define the curls and get kind of like that spiral kind of curl going, I'm kind of wrapping it around my finger. As you can see, I don't know how to explain it. Hopefully you can get a clearer picture by watching what I'm doing. But I'm gonna go ahead and then repeat these steps throughout my entire head. Alright, the very last thing, hopefully, that we have to do is to comb out our baby hairs. As you can see, they are now dry, so I am using a small tooth comb just to brush them out to make them softer, fluffier, and more natural, because we don't want baby hairs that are just like stuck to our foreheads. Alright, so we are finally done with customizing. I'm taking this off and I'm placing this on my mannequin head so that it can dry overnight, and then we will be back in the morning. The next morning, when I'm ready to be out and about, I'm just putting on my HD cap, which is more transparent and blends nicely and seamlessly under the wig. I'm putting some like powder foundation on it to kind of tint it more to my skin tone so that when I put the wig on, it kind of disappears and gives scalp, as you see. And then I'm going to fluff out these curls very gently, running my hands through, combing it out gently with my fingers, just fluffing out the curls, making them a bit softer and giving the hair more volume. And we're done. This is what we have as our end result, and she is giving, like, you cannot tell me that this is not my hair. Like, come on. And now I believe she is truly glueless. She is ready to go anytime, any day. I could just throw her on and be out the door, okay? And this is her in natural light, no edits, no filters, no nothing. And she is giving scalp, like, you see it. Normally when I get a new wig, I'll like wait 2 weeks to do a review so I can get like the actual quality of the hair. Now some wigs, granted, like when it comes out the package, you know. This one, I don't even need to do all that. I really don't, because this wig is given. Like, this is some good hair for $70. You really can't be asking for much. Like, it is worth every single penny. The length is accurate, the curls are popping, it's glueless. Once you fix it up, you really don't got to do much to it. You could just throw it on and go. It's soft, it doesn't tangle, the shedding is very minimal. Like, go get it. Long story short, go get it. Add it to cart right now and check out. Period. But guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you do enjoy this video or any of my content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to join the channel, join the family. I'd love to have you. And until next time, I'll catch you on the next one.